do 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 do.
These are like too big.
Do 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 do.
The hell?
I should have started with a Christmas song. Oh, holy night. You know, it's a Christmas episode. I don't know.
Wait, hold on. How do the ears go? Nope.
I think the other way.
Okay. Just gonna put it over. Does that work?
It actually looks better.
Girl. Shit is strong.
It is strong.
God damn.
That is medical grade. You know what you're listening to. It's Hard Talks with a Blonde and a Hippie. I'm your...
Fire.
Oh, trippy hippie Alicia. Jumping on the mic from good old Utah. Could you imagine if that Nutcracker's beard just went up in flames?
I couldn't. I would be like...
It would have been like... especially for how old these two little fuckers are. Anyways, yeah, I'm joined with your favorite blonde, who's no longer blonde, my co-host.
It looks like his face burned off.
Yeah, it probably did, Sarah.
I don't know.
Ooh, we curse like sailors. I don't want to be responsible for your sweet, innocent children saying fuck or goddamn. We're also talking Christmas today. I'm not going to destroy anything for you. I'm just going to drop some origin history shit trivia, Christmas trivia. So, I'm off the wagon.
Yeah, you are.
But
oh, that's mine. Okay.
We're not passing judgment.
Oh, I am. Hard.
Sarah would never.
No,
she just tells me the hard truth to my face.
Yeah, I mean, it's just easier that way. And I made you a BFF bracelet in Morse code. You can kind of see it. I did like the yellow. It was like a bright yellow, and then it was like a pale yellow. Mm-hmm. So I thought it was cute. I'm like, I should.
It wasn't.
Keep the theme.
I thought I really liked the Morse code. And I was like, Sarah, where'd you learn how to do it? And she's like, I looked it up.
Pinterest.
Man,
Kylie, my sister, actually found it first. And now everyone's all like, we're doing the beading all of a sudden, right?
Mm-hmm. Candy.
We're doing candy.
It all started with that candy episode, bro.
I'm so good at this shit now. I'm just like beating like a mad woman.
Now Sarah's got a new niche. Niche?
Niche.
I think it's
I don't
niche.
even know.
Yeah.
So we're sitting there, and I've lost my train of thought. Can't remember what I was going to say now.
The beating.
No, we're just beating.
Yeah, you're beating like a motherfucking fool.
Oh, everybody's all beating for like, I got to make one for this person and this person. I'm over here like, I'm going to make them for this one and see if I can sell them.
Yeah, it's contagious though. Like once one starts, another has to start. And then it's kind of like crack, I don't know. Or
well, now that Caroline.
Junk food, you can't just make one.
No,
so.
Well, now that Caroline, she'll sleep in her car seat for like 5 hours.
Well, damn.
Yeah, why don't I want to clean the house and do the
dishes?
That
must be the most comfortable fucking car seat on the planet.
I think because she was a contact napper, so it's just like it like encases.
She
her
likes like she's cocooned.
Yeah, because like at my aunt's house, she'll go up and she has like this really big swing that she'll sleep in, and she'll go up and touch the swing, and look at her like I'm ready for my nap.
Hey man. But on that note, you know, since yes, I am visibly, if you're watching on YouTube, drinking a beer. This is my first one of the day, so hey, whatever.
You know what?
I've made some rules for myself. With the passing of my good friend, I mentioned this a couple episodes ago. I faltered, but I've been really, it's almost been like a game, keeping myself accountable. The reason we have these drinks out now is because I'm going to ask you some Christmas trivia questions, and if you get them right, I have to drink. If you get them wrong, you have to drink.
Okay.
So
it's like I want to be like, never have I ever.
Yeah, so we'll see how many of these she gets right, who wins. I
never got that game.
Because you never did anything.
Well, I just like, yeah. But now I'm like a seasoned pro, so I'm like, never have I ever. So I drink if I have done it?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe.
See?
You're questioning it.
Using.
And never have I ever gone skinny dipping. So I've gone skinny dipping, so I would drink.
I would drink too.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't say because you've done it.
It's sad that, you wouldn't say it out loud.
So you would say, never have I ever done anal.
It's really sad that...
And I would drink.
Yeah, if I was asking a question to the group, yes. But you have done anal.
Yeah,
so,
that's what I said. I would drink. You just don't
It's
listen.
really fucking sad. You know, we're both blonde.
We're blonde at heart.
Well, bro, anyways, it's just sad that I had to do a whole breakout of that game. But yes, jumping into it, that's our disclaimer. I'm going to throw this in the very beginning. If you guys love us and like the shit that we're doing, do us a favor. Jump on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Give us a review. Answer some of these trivia questions along with us. Doesn't matter what you say. It just helps us on the business end of things. And we so appreciate it. We want to hear from you.
So appreciate.
Yeah, and you can find all of our like random fucking content on Instagram and Facebook at Hard Talks with BNH.
Because she's a killer at in social media.
I really have.
I've
been sucking the last 2 weeks.
No, you should see my Instagram. It's like one post every 2 years.
That's, but like who needs to know?
Exactly.
About your personal life, Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. Before, I was going through, I'm like, that was weird back in when I was younger. And now I'm just
younger.
Now I got Chase and I'm like, you need to know my shit.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Oh, husband. It's on a need-to-know basis, and you are not on the need-to-know list.
Exactly.
Damn.
You'll need to know if you listen to the podcast.
Or
you're a close friend of mine.
You'll hear it after the fact.
You'll hear it like a month later.
Fuck. Okay, so Sarah,
anyways.
we're going on a trip.
Open this. Ready?
Yes. Ooh, that was extra crispy. Okay, are you ready for this trip?
Yes.
Get your hijab out or whatever, your headscarf.
I would have failed at that question.
Wrangle up a donkey and let's trek out to Jerusalem. All right.
Yeah.
Sarah, tell me the Christian story, the reason we celebrate Christmas. Why? Go.
Because it was Jesus' birth?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Nervous.
So, yeah. If you're not Christian, don't celebrate Christmas. Well, throwback. Jesus was born in Jerusalem.
But he wasn't born on Christmas Day.
No, but don't say anything because we'll get into that, right? All right.
Sorry.
Mother Mary gave birth to Jesus.
Virgin Mary.
Rode on a donkey, There was no place to give
room
birth.
in the inn.
No room in the inn. Nay.
But he's like, I got a stable for you, though.
Yes, there's hay on the ground. She lays down.
No crying did he make.
Gives birth to the beautiful baby Jesus, who is said to be the Son of God. All right.
Messiah.
There is a beautiful star in the sky and 3 wise men.
A bright star. But did you know they didn't?
Go. Tell me.
They didn't meet up with him as a baby. Did you know that?
I did know that, but you're getting ahead of yourself.
I
So
am.
we're talking about what the story is passed down over time. Why do we celebrate Christmas? Birth of Christ. End of story.
Okay.
Yes. All right.
So many questions.
And it's interesting because if you go back far enough in history, even before Christianity was born, the winter solstice or some form of Christmas festival was still observed. Mm-hmm. And so we're going to dive into a little bit of that. But it's funny because Christmas wasn't declared a federal holiday in the U.S. until 1870. So for as ancient as this holiday is, it kind of surprised me.
Well, it wasn't born in the U.S. of A., so they're like, we don't love the idea of it.
Right.
So I guess we'll just hang on a second.
So where do you think before the birth of Christ, the origins of Christmas came from?
No, do I have to drink?
No.
Okay.
I'm just going to brief over where this is, and then we'll get into the questions in a few minutes.
I don't know. Italy?
Scandinavia.
Oh.
So the Norse celebrated Yule, like Yuletide.
Okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. From December 21st.
And Klaus.
Yeah, yep. The winter solstice through January. They did this to recognize the return of the sun because remember, we talked about this, seasons were everything. They based religions off of seasons. longer days, harvest, etc. So the winter months were pretty mighty depressing.
Yeah, because like in Alaska, like you get, I think, an hour of daylight.
Yeah.
During winter.
Yeah, it's dark constantly. I couldn't do that.
But then in the summer, it's like no night. Like 2 a.m. in the 2 in the morning.
It's sunny. Yeah.
It's like it looks like it's
you got to get the blackout curtains
here.
Yeah, for sure. I couldn't do that. I am reminded of seasonal depression without the sun.
Could you imagine then how freaking cold it gets?
No, but I lived in Minnesota, so I can empathize. -8, below 8 is...
Well, in Alaska, they have to ride snowmobiles everywhere.
Or dog sled. Could you imagine taking your team of dogs to the fucking...
grocery store?
There's no grocery store. Where would you... To the general store? 18 miles down the mountain?
How do people, do they just not work during the winter? No school during the winter? What?
I'm pretty sure a lot of people in rural Alaska are homeschooled or not schooled at all.
Probably. She wants that bag.
I know she'll crawl in it. She'll crawl in it in a minute. My cat. So fathers and sons would bring home large logs, and they'd start a fire, a Yule. And the people would feast until the log burned out, which could take as many as 12 days, i.e. 12 holy nights.
She's just going to town.
I know, you fucking crack cat.
You're her owner.
She is my spirit animal. The Norse believed that each spark from the fire would represent things, almost like visions.
A lot of sparks.
For a spark, a new pig or a calf could be born during the coming year, prosperity, whatever.
I like that.
In Germany, people honored the pagan god Odin during the midwinter holiday. Germans were terrified of Odin as they believed he made nocturnal flights through the sky to observe his people. And then he would decide who would prosper or perish. So it's not even I'll bring you gifts. I'm just going to kill you.
He's
I'm going to throw up.
You're doing great. You can live this next year.
Yeah, I'm going to make your house crumble.
You are like in a bag of sketch.
While you sleep. Yeah, that's fucked.
His animals are outside. You're done.
Because of his presence, many people chose to stay inside, to say the least, But
I would too.
That is the first kind of representation of someone flying through the night sky and who's omnipresent.
See you while you're sleeping,
and he knows
when you're awake.
Oh, for sure.
Ooh.
But the Roman festival Saturnalia, held annually from December 17th to the 23rd, is what many historians believe to inspire the Christian holiday we celebrate, resembling today's.
Yeah.
Saturnalia was a holiday in honor of Saturn, the god of agriculture. Saturnalia was a hedonistic time when food and drink were plentiful and the normal Roman social order was kind of turned upside down. For that whole month, the enslaved people were given temporary freedom and treated as equals. Businesses and schools were closed so that everyone could participate in the holiday's festivities. Also, around the time of the winter solstice, Romans observed Juvenalia, a feast honoring the children of Rome. In addition, members of the upper classes often celebrated the birth of Mirtha, the god of unconquerable sun, Okay. On December 25th. And it was also believed that Mithra, I believe actually is how you pronounce it, I apologize, was an infant god. And she was born of a rock. For some Romans,
That brings back memories.
Mithra's birthday, they are fucking rocks, bro. Just pushing it out of your vagina.
And that rock you found, remember when you went with...
Eleanor.
There we go. That's what I was talking about.
Well, I meant an actual fetus coming out of your hoo-ha.
That's a rock?
A rock.
That'd be weird.
I mean, but it basically is.
They're gods, so anything can happen at this point.
No, I mean, the babies I birthed felt like boulders pushing out.
Oh, I had an epidural. Didn't feel a thing.
Yeah, my first one didn't work, but... Loved it. Yeah, so... For some Romans, her birthday was the most sacred day of the year. So that correlates with Jesus.
See?
And she's also an infant god. Hey.
She's the baby.
Baby.
The baby.
Okay, Myra.
Baby.
And the early years of Christianity, Easter was the main holiday, which is actually believed to be the real birth of Jesus.
See, and they're trying to say that as his, like, he was resurrected.
Mm-hmm. But the birth of Jesus wasn't celebrated originally in the beginning of Christianity.
It was the birth of Martha.
Yeah, it wasn't until the 4th century that church officials decided to institute the birth of Jesus as a holiday. Unfortunately, the motherfucking Bible does not mention date of his birth.
We don't know.
And this is actually a fact that, you remember the Puritans, the fucked up Puritans? I'm sorry if you're a Puritan, but you're decreasing in numbers. But you remember the Puritans from our Thanksgiving episode? Mm-hmm. Kind of kooky. Yeah. They later pointed out, in order to deny the legitimacy of the celebration, because it was a pagan holiday originally. They're like, oh, no, like, it's not in the Bible. It's a fake holiday. I mean, they're not wrong, but
let's be honest.
A lot of evidence suggests that Jesus' birth actually occurred in the spring, because a lot of people are like, why would shepherds be herding in the middle of winter? But you know, the story goes they saw the star, and you know, it was said.
That's what I was saying. They're not saying that they went through like a winter storm.
Well, right.
And why would the innkeeper put them in a barn if it's freezing cold and like, oh, you're gonna get birth?
But also, did it snow in the Middle East 3,000 years ago? I mean, obviously, climate
I don't know, maybe
has
not,
changed, but I don't think so. When
we used to be underwater, so who knows?
I know, that's why I ask. Was it back then? Because I can't see it being cold or snowy. Like, I know it gets cold in the desert, but I'm just tangenting at this point. But still, that's a valid question. I don't know. Pope Julius I chose December 25th to be the holiday. You know, this is the day that Jesus was born. I'm the Pope. I say so. Word of God.
They told me.
Yeah, he told me himself. It is commonly believed that the church chose this date in an effort to adopt and absorb the traditions of the pagan Saturnalia festival.
Mm. Mm-hmm. But not make it because they're like, we don't like pagans.
Yeah, no, fuck you. Like, no. There's only one God. How do you know?
Yeah. They're like, but we're going to take your holiday and make it our own.
You were probably a king who stank of poop and had a penis smaller than your thumb, never saw battle. You just had the name, so you were legitimate. I don't know. Fuck.
Smaller than your thumb.
Fuck you.
Smelled like poop. Sorry. You didn't shower.
I'm not trying to offend anyone who's religious. No, but I did give a disclaimer. Sorry. It's all funny. You know it's funny.
It's hard talks for a reason.
Oh, hey. It was first called the Feast of the Nativity. The custom spread to Egypt by 432 and to England by the end of the 6th century.
And it was a nativity because they're like, oh,
we're in a
manger.
Barn. In a manger. Why is it called a manger if she was in a fucking barn?
Is it the manger that they're talking about, or is it like he was laying in a manger?
I think that was the
like the trough.
Thing. Yeah. Or it was
the feeding trough is
something.
The manger.
Google what the fuck a manger is. Yeah. Yeah, so all that being said, a little brief history, you guys. True or false? Was Christmas ever canceled or outlawed?
True.
It's true.
Bam! That was a full-on... I'm not even Googling shit. I'm just Googling what a manger is.
Oh, yeah. Don't cheat.
Mm-hmm.
Don't cheat. I'll wait for you to pull up that manger thing.
So a manger or trough is a rack for fodder or a structure of feeder.
Fedooter. Something that is not fed to animals anymore.
Used to hold food for animals.
So it is a trough.
So it's a trough.
It's a small little trough.
That's what I thought, because they said baby in a manger. And so
to hold sweet little baby Jesus.
So they're like, he's in a manger. Like, they're not saying that, like, they were gave birth in a manger. They're like, no, they gave birth in a barn, and then he like laid them in a manger. Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, I drank to that. Good job.
Next question.
From 1651 to 1681, Puritans made celebrating Christmas illegal in the U.S.
I kind of figured because people are weird. So everything gets outlawed at one point.
They were afraid of what they didn't understand, and it was deemed as a pagan holiday. Yeah. Yeah, but then they're like kind of like the Quakers too, who ate a bunch of fucking moldy bread with ergot, which is one of the key components to acid. And so like you've heard about like the Quakers or the Puritans that died from dancing. Like there was seriously like a dancing plague that was going around. Yeah, but like people like were dancing until they died.
Is that where like Footloose came from?
No, but they physically couldn't stop it.
No.
And they couldn't, like, historians seriously can't figure out why. Like, if it was just, like, mass hysteria that caused it.
Was like, the moldy bread and
or was it, like, they were tripping on shit, you know?
Probably,
like,
and they
I don't know.
Dance
but,
until
like,
they died. That just doesn't make sense, though.
No, but, like, they physically, like, if they passed out from exhaustion, as soon as they'd wake up, they couldn't stop moving their bodies. And, like, they would literally die from heart attacks or dehydration. Their feet would be bleeding. They wouldn't stop to eat or drink. Like,
or go to the bathroom.
Go Google that shit, you guys. That's a trippy, like, trippy.
Next. Should I even open this at this point? I'm just kidding.
You already did.
I know, but I'll probably have to drink the next one. It's fine.
But side note to that, by holding Christmas at the same time as traditional winter solstice festivals, Christian church leaders increased their chances that Christmas would be popularly embraced. But they kind of gave up the ability to dictate how it was celebrated. So, I mean, still kind of like a dictatorship, like rule hit or like a cult. I heard a quote from a small town murder episode where they were like, the only difference between a cult and religion is age. And it's honestly so fucking true.
But like, you don't know you're in a cult when you're in religion.
But it's all fucking a cult, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people, maybe it's not even necessarily for the belief, but they are a part of something for the community, the people, you know.
Well, they tell you how to act, how to dress, what you can and can't do.
I feel like most people just ignore that part.
You? No.
And by God, yes, this is his will. You know, that like they ignore it as far as like, this isn't a man telling me what to do. This is God's word. The prophet said so, or what the fuck ever, you know. But what's the difference between, okay, we're getting off subject. But really, like, think about that throughout the night. Like, what's the difference between a cult leader and
religious leaders?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways.
We're talking about Christmas, people.
I know. But by the Middle Ages, Christianity had, for the most part, replaced said pagan religions. So on Christmas, believers would attend church, then celebrate in a drunken carnival-like atmosphere, similar to today's Mardi Gras. Each year, a beggar or student would be crowned the Lord of Misrule, and eager celebrants played the part of his subjects. The poor would go to the houses of the rich and demand their best food and drink. If the owners failed to comply, their visitors would most likely terrorize them with mischief. Christmas became the time of year when the upper class could repay their real or imagined, air quotes, debt to society by entertaining the less fortunate citizens.
I like that.
So that's kind of where that comes from. All right, are you ready?
Yes.
When did the first Christmas tree at Rockefeller Center appear?
Okay, I don't know that.
Okay, guess.
That's in Utah. That's in the U.S.
Yeah, New York.
New York.
The giant-ass Christmas tree that Kevin goes and looks at in the second one with the ice skating rink. Super fucking famous tree.
Yeah, I know, but I just don't know when it came about. Like the 1990s?
1931.
1931.
Drink.
Wow.
During the center's construction, it became an official tradition in 1933 after the building opened. The United States once banned this Christmas decoration for containing poisonous levels of lead. at the time, it was made using real silver.
Would it be the star?
No, tinsel.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. So you could have gotten lead poisoning from decorating your tree with tinsel. Drank.
Okay, that makes sense. Tinsel.
You don't have to drink to this one. The only reason I put it on is because I didn't know what it was. So when preparing holiday mincemeat, which direction are you supposed to stir for good luck? Who fucking cares?
Hold on. Hold on. Like, is it like left or right or counterclockwise? Clockwise?
Think counterclockwise, clockwise or clockwise?
It would be clockwise.
Yeah.
Drink up, bitch.
Yeah, wow, I'm impressed. So, but the reason I included it is because I was like, what is actually in mincemeat anyway? Do people eat it? It's very common still in like Great Britain and
what is
Europe.
mincemeat?
Mincemeat is a mixture of currants, so either beef or sheep, with raisins, sugar, apples, candied citrus peels, spices, and suet.
Suet?
Suet. Suet. Which
Suet.
I don't know.
God,
what that
I
is.
thought you said. So I was like,
yeah, and then
what is it, a goddamn potion?
You typically bake it in a pie. So like, if
oh,
you've ever seen
it's kind of like
a meat pie.
That or like Christmas fruitcake. Like, what in the hell is in fruitcake?
Bro, I was just on
like some
an episode
random
with
ass shit.
Dre Rocca.
Yeah.
On Unrestricted podcast, and Mariah from Salty Sex Cast came and was on with us, and that was one of the questions he asked. He's like, do you guys like fruitcake? I'm like, who the fuck actually gets a fruitcake? Who gets a fruitcake?
I think like our grandparents used to do that shit.
Not good.
Like that's like a generational thing.
True or false? The tradition of leaving out cookies and milk for Santa originated during the Great Depression. There's only two answers.
I know.
It could be
false because they can afford shit.
True.
Of course,
because it was a way for parents to teach their children about generosity. Even if you don't have much, you still give. If you can't pay for it, make it. Make a fucking meat pie, Jody. God. That's what I imagine the meat pies being in like Sweeney Todd, except she makes them with human meat. Yeah.
It's like, all right.
The Devil's Barbershop. Which spirit liquor is typically added to butter and served with Christmas pudding?
Rum?
That's what my mom said too. Brandy.
Oh, brandy. Okay, so I got a drink.
I don't think I've ever drank brandy in my life. I feel like that's a fancy. Like I feel like I need a big glass.
I don't know what happened there.
You're fizzing out.
Because like rum is in like everything. Like rum cake.
Yeah, but it's
rum.
Like the alcohol's baked off.
Well, I know, but like you usually use rum for things.
Like
brandy.
Back
like,
in the day,
what the hell are you using brandy for?
Back in the day, like for festivals.
It's okay. No, I'll just sit here and like Lola. Whoa! Don't do that. No, it's fine. That works. I just don't want to like use my sleeve.
I'll use my sleeve. I'm in my Griswold Christmas sweater.
That's fine. I don't want to. I don't want to use mine.
I don't want another beer spill repeat.
Oh my god! My face. I still nurse my baby.
What?
I said I still nurse my baby. So I don't want to like smell like beer when
I was like, but what? Anyways, I'm with it. But like okay, so what I was going to say.
Brandy.
Is back to like the festivals that were celebrated before Christianity. The reason they also celebrated is because this is like when they would cure all their meats and they would have like things left over from the harvest. So they had things to give, right? Mm-hmm. And they had things to eat and drink in excess. So, I mean, this being like a drunken holiday or spirits being involved, you'll find that's a common theme because it just seemed like our ancestors wanted to get fucked up, you know?
I mean, what else are they going to do?
I mean, if you can only do it.
They live on dirt floors.
One time a year, and they're worried about Odin smiting them in their beds. God.
I mean, you got to sleep somehow.
What a terrifying life that would have been.
God, you just
always living in fear, bro. Okay, so next question. Who put up the first ever Christmas light display?
The White House.
Well, that's a good guess, though. Thomas Edison. But not necessarily for Christmas.
That makes sense because he
invented the light bulb. He, air quotes, invented the light bulb because you know that Thomas Edison was a motherfucking thief. We're going to do a fucking podcast episode about him one day because he was a criminal, man.
Like it.
Yeah, it was to market his light bulb invention. It wasn't to, like, bring joy to small young children. It was, or Alicia's. I love Christmas lights. That is my favorite thing.
I just love lights.
Yeah, and then string lights were invented a few years later. How many lights? Oh, okay. Next question. Before Thomas Edison created these string lights, what would people use to light their Christmas trees? Or in some countries' cases, if they didn't have trees, they would just stack lumber in like a pyramid form and put it in their house.
Candles?
Yeah, they would put fucking candles in their Christmas trees.
I kind of figured that because like you can like they it's like a thing where you put candles in your windowsill for Christmas.
Isn't that to ward off like evil spirits or
something? I don't know.
My
grandma just has one all year round. So
I know that like the lights and the one candle light, like my mom always puts one next to the picture of baby Jesus. I think that's like I don't know for Mary or something, but. Yeah,
a lot of your way home.
A lot of fucking probably they're so drunk. Like you're trying to find your way home. That ale, Bill. God, that ale.
Like, where's my house out? The one burning. Oh, perfect.
That brandy.
That brandy really got you. The minced meat.
I think of us in like old timey dresses in like 1800s with the big humps in the back. You know how the women used to have the dresses
I like
with the humps?
I like the dresses from like Bridgerton.
That's because they're showing all the cleavage.
Well, and you don't have to wear a corset.
Well,
because it's literally all this cleavage. You don't have to wear it, and it's just a dress.
No,
you don't have to wear a corset. It's
unrealistic as fuck. You'd be like collared, and you know. Anyways,
you don't know.
I imagine us like standing.
Well, even in like Downton Abbey, they had dresses like that.
It's another show I've never watched.
Oh, you gotta watch it. It was actually really good.
You keep telling me. But standing in a big grand room with a massive fireplace with the top hat on for Chase and us with our fancy dresses with
the gloves.
Brandy.
I would
and
love
the long stem cigarettes.
The ciggies.
You know, and everyone's smoking back then because
brandy.
That was healthy too. You know?
Shit, we don't know.
Oh, fuck. How many lights do you think are on that famous Rockefeller Center Christmas tree that we were talking about?
Thousands.
Very good. Very vague. Are you clairvoyant?
Uh-huh. You like that?
25,000.
See, I said 1,000.
More than 25,000.
Drink up. I said 1,000, so it counts.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
All right, well. Santa facts, bitch.
Thousands. So I said 1,000,000.
Santa facts. The lore behind Santa Claus, for some, is a fantastical story filled with myth and lore.
Christopher Kringle.
I don't know. That was funny. Folklore turned Santa Claus into the toy-giving martyr that he is today.
Christopher Kringle.
But what real-life person was Kris Kringle inspired by, Sarah?
Is that like a drinking question?
Yep. It's a drinking question. What real life person was Kris Kringle inspired by?
Jesus.
Is that your final answer?
No. I don't know.
In real life, Santa Claus is based on Saint Nicholas, the Bishop of Myra, patron saint of children.
That answer's like too obvious.
Well, it is the truth.
Well, I know, but it's dumb how it's by Saint Nick. Well,
that's literally Saint Nicholas.
No shit, Sherlock. God.
So it was a trick question.
Even dumb because it's like, no, he was a pope.
No, he wasn't a pope.
Not a pope. What was he?
He was a bishop.
A bishop. Saint Nicholas the bishop, and they're like, oh.
He was sainted.
Well, no wonder why it's called Saint fucking Nick. God damn.
Patron saint. Wow. Big
I'll drink to that.
Aha moment. He was born in 270 AD. He is over 1,000 years old, folks. Ugh. He earned a reputation for giving random gifts to those around him. Love him.
Like all the time or just like around Christmas?
Just around Christmas.
Oh, of course. So he was the one that started the whole giving shit.
Mm-hmm. What is the name of the town in Finland that claims to be the home of Santa?
Santa Claus? The North Pole?
It is literally Lapland. Lapland.
Yes,
but it's spelled Lapland, which I thought was ironic and also
because
funny.
They sit on his lap.
I don't think that's why, but but they claim that's his home. But it's actually like Saint Nicholas was born in Turkey. You know, just a fun fact for you. Current day Turkey. It wasn't Turkey then, but yeah. Where does the lore of the chimneys come from? The Santa Claus coming down the chimney.
It's like, it has to be like a modern day USA thing.
Yes.
Oh, finally.
That's your hint.
That's a hint?
Are you going with like a movie or like a song or?
Oh, I'll
accept vague answers.
There's like a song about it?
I mean, I don't know.
What was the question again?
Where does the lore of Santa coming down the chimney come from? When did that start?
So there's a movie.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I will accept that. In 1809, Washington Irving's A History of New York recharacterized Santa Claus from the lanky bishop, because before this, that's how he was perceived, as a saint, an actual saint.
Saint Nick.
Yeah, he once was the bearded. Oh wait, fuck me.
I'm
from the lanky bishop. He once was into the bearded man we know today. It was during this story that Santa first climbed down a chimney to deliver presents, and it grew from there. So 1809. Sorry. What major company modernized Santa? Like, gave him the look and face that we know and recognize today.
What major company?
Yes.
I want to say, like, Macy's.
Well, that's a good guess. Coca-Cola.
Yes, because of the polar bear.
Yes, and he was on all the Coke cans, and they...
were
very successful when they used this new image of Santa Claus giving the gift of Coke, of taste, of flavor, which I will stand by
to a polar bear.
Yes, and the polar bear.
We gave it to a polar bear.
But before Coca-Cola changed him to what he is today, what color was Saint Nick's original suit?
Was it green?
Yes. Very good, Sarah.
I'm trying here.
Ew, that went down funny.
Yeah, this is just, normally I'm all about the Michelobes. But today, I don't know how to say the damn word, but today they're just going down. They just taste funny.
Does Santa have 1 or 2 nights to deliver presents?
I want to say 2.
Yes.
Because he's got Christmas Eve, and then he's got Christmas.
Well, he nearly has 2 full days to deliver presents because one part of the world, it's daytime, and the other part, it's nighttime. So he delivers presents during the night in both parts, giving him more time to succeed.
That makes sense, because they're always like, how does he deliver presents in one night? Well, technically, in Australia, it's tomorrow. That just came out.
That's why we invented time zones, everyone, because of dear Santa Claus. You're welcome. End of show. That's it. No, I'm just kidding.
End of show.
How many houses, approximately, do you think Santa Claus will visit? on Christmas Eve. Remember, not everyone is Christian. Not everyone celebrates Christmas.
I'm just trying to think. There
are 8 billion people in the world now.
But
as of 3 weeks ago.
But you gotta think about how many people live in a house.
Why does that matter?
Well, that's one house, 8 billion people. 8 billion people don't have their own house.
I mean, that's true, but 8 billion, who says Santa doesn't?
All 8 billion people are
gift the homeless with presents too.
I know that, or thinking, but people don't. Not everybody celebrates Christmas.
I know. Millions. I said that. No, I will not accept that. Throw out something before the millions.
200.
Okay, 90 million homes.
What?
90 million homes.
90, and I said 200. I was close.
Yes, kind of.
I was like, give or take a couple
I'll
million
accept
off.
it.
A couple hundred million off. I was like 100 and something million off.
All right. What's the names of Santa's reindeer? There are 8.
Shit.
I'll even give you one. Rudolph.
Well, obviously.
So what are the other 8?
Donner.
Okay.
Blitzen.
Yes.
Oh, shit. Hold on.
It's if you sing the song.
I know. On Donner. No. How does it go? Dasher. Blitzen.
Yes.
Cupid.
Yes.
How many is that?
3.
Donner.
I think you got him. Okay, so we got Dasher.
And
Blitzen, Donner, Cupid.
Blitzen? Did I say Blitzen?
I think you said Blitzen. Did you say Dancer?
No, Dancer. Prancer.
Yes.
Dancer, Prancer. God, I don't know. What is that now?
I don't know. I think 6 or 7. All right.
Comet.
Yep. Comet's 1.
On Comet, on Cupid, on Dancer, on Prancer, on Dancer, on Blitzen. I don't know the song.
On Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen. Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. Obviously, we all know the story of Rudolph. He was added to Santa's reindeer team.
That one, and I forgot his name again.
Vixen.
Think of
a woman, like a vixen of a woman.
I know. I need to listen to that song more often. I don't know the song.
No, you don't need to listen to that song more often because I didn't fucking know the name of the reindeers. Dasher and Dancer and Prancer. On Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid, Donner and Blitzen, and the most famous reindeer of all.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yes. So, when did the tradition of mall Santas start? Oh, you got that. No, you got it wrong, but I'll take it.
What?
the
I got
names.
the reindeer wrong. I got one.
I
missed
hard.
one.
Yeah.
Mall Santa. That was at Macy's, right? Macy's did that? I feel like Macy's had to do something.
How
the
long
Macy's
ago?
Day Parade.
It's not Thanksgiving.
I know. Like 19.
Earlier.
18?
Yep.
30. 40? 50? 20?
Nope. Up.
10?
Up. Nope.
1800s?
1890. In Massachusetts.
Up as in... Okay.
Up as in higher.
Higher in the number, not lower.
I would have said lower, not higher.
I know.
Up, down.
Yeah, so if you say down, I'd be like, 1980. Up, be like, I'm going up in numbers, not down in numbers.
What?
I don't know. My brain is weird. Leave me alone. Dyslexic.
Oh, in what year did NORAD? Okay, so this is the tracker. You know how you can track where Santa's at in his flight on Christmas Eve? It's called NORAD.
Okay.
They're on apps. They were on the radio back in our day.
I don't remember that. But okay.
Your mom you never asked where Santa was?
No.
Christmas Eve? Oh.
I hate Christmas.
All right. So if for all of you listening who do know what NORAD is, it tracks Santa Claus's location on Christmas Eve.
That's cute.
What year did they start doing that you don't know about?
1930.
1955.
I was close.
Drink. Where did the elf lore come from?
Like, what do you mean? Like a movie? That's a very vague question.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so what did the Christmas elves derive from throughout history? Where did they originate from? Kind of like Santa. They have an origin story as well.
So, like, Saint Nick, he was like, oh, I'm going to give presents. And then they're like, oh, we got, like, little helpers. I don't know.
Probably the children.
The children?
No.
Well, no, because it can't be children because they're, like, giving gifts to the children. So, like, his little helpers from, like, the church.
So it actually came from Norse mythology. Particularly those in Scandinavia. But it wasn't until the mid-1800s where people associated them with Christmas. Yeah. Christmas celebrations were gathering popularity, and Scandinavian writers penned the elves' role as we know it today. Good-hearted, fairy-like helpers of Santa Claus that are sometimes mischievous. So, similar to leprechauns.
I could see them being mischievous.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned this dude. I don't know if it was last episode or whatever, but who is Krampus?
He's like the bad Santa.
I'll accept that. Yes.
He's like the one that's like, if you piss Krampus off, he'll come eat you.
Yes, exactly. So Krampus is an ancient character still celebrated as much as St. Nicholas is in parts of Germany. Mm-hmm. And of course it would be, I mean, I've never been to Germany. I don't mean to hold anything against you guys. It's not your fault now.
They're the ones that are like more about Krampus over Santa Claus.
Yeah, but they're angry. Like, even their language sounds angry. You can't say anything that sounds remotely romantic in fucking German or Russian or Polish either.
You know,
they just sound really angry all the time. I am the Terminator.
Nice.
Oh, that was bad. Sorry guys. Anyways, his name actually comes from the German word Krampen, which means claw. He is half goat, half demon monster that punishes misbehaving children at Christmas time. Once the devilish sidekick of Saint Nick, they used to be buds. Apparently they had a
falling out?
Yeah, apparently.
Mrs. Claus chose Santa Claus.
No, he chose her. He was like, you mean I get cookies and pussy? Okay. All year round?
That's why him and Krampus are no longer friends, because they were going up the same woman, and she's like, I think I like Saint Nick better, Krampus.
You're making like your own naughty novel to
you bet your
this triangle.
No, if it was that, then she would be with both of them.
Yeah. See that mistletoe? I'll take one eat in the butt and one kiss in my mouth.
That's why women have 3 holes.
Oh my God!
2 hands.
Who do you think she would ask? Who do you think she would ask to come fill that 3rd hole? The Easter Bunny or Cupid?
Jack Frost.
It's getting frosty. Maybe he shoves a little popsicle action up there.
I mean, hey, a little bit of cooling. Extra sensation.
Stop it. Oh God. Yeah, but fucking this devilish dude, apparently Krampus, took on his own identity after the 13th century. So
finally he's like, I'm on my own.
Yeah. All right. So that's all about Santa. Random Christmas trivia. Are you ready?
Nah.
9. Traditionally, what would single women eat at Christmas time to help them find love in the new year?
Candy canes?
Why? Why do you say candy canes?
Because there's candy canes everywhere.
Looking for something to stick them or what?
I mean, you can like seductively eat a candy cane.
Oh, hey, I didn't even think of it like that. Yeah. Well, no, they would eat gingerbread men. So I guess
that makes sense.
The more gingerbread men you'd eat. Maybe it's like a manifestation sort of
like,
thing.
I want a man.
I'm going to stuff my face with all these gingerbread men. And look, a whole flock is going to come to me.
Wow. 3 holes and 2 hands.
That's some witchery right there. What is a turtle dove?
It's a bird.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't. Don't fucking judge me.
In the song, you didn't know
no.
Oh, it's a partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah, no. And
a turtle.
I should have thought more about it because in the second Home Alone, he gives them turtle doves, and they are birds. But like, I was like making these questions. I'm like,
turtle
what
dove?
the fuck is it? Like a commonly asked question for someone who.
I mean,
like,
it could be a piece of chocolate.
If an alien came down and was like, hey, tell me about Christmas. What's a turtle dove? I'd be like, I don't fucking know. Have you ever seen a fucking turtle dove?
No, should we look it up?
No, I did. They're just, they're pretty birds.
They're like doves. They're just white.
Yeah, they're iridescent sometimes, so they kind of have like a shimmery pink to them. But they represent like peace and love and unity. So we love that for them. Okay, I'll drink.
Did you like that? Peace, love, unity.
Respect. Plur. And then you trade a candy bracelet.
And then you go.
Yep. And then we connect and love each other suddenly. Working on that. Fuck you.
Again, I'm not into women.
Did anyone ever actually eat figgy pudding?
I want to say yes.
Yes, they did. It's actually still very popular, especially in the UK.
In like movies, they still have like eat a figgy pudding.
Yeah, but have you ever had?
I don't know what
figgy
movie.
Pudding?
No. It's like a turtle dove. It's just like it's there. You know it's there. You don't know what it is, but you know it's there.
It's just there. Sorry, burps.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bubbly.
It's the bubbly. It's also known as plum pudding or Christmas pudding, which I think is like, I imagine like prune pudding. So I can't be that good. It sounds bitter and it sounds like it's going to act as a laxative. So you might want to stay close to
bathroom.
Yeah.
No, your exits.
Exits.
Your exits.
That's a good pun for this. Origin country of eggnog.
England?
Yes, Sarah.
Are you freaking shitting
me?
I just guessed on that shit.
Yeah. While culinary historians debate the exact lineage, most agree eggnog originated from early medieval British drink called posset or posset. I'm not sure. Which was, Posset, okay, which was made with hot milk that was curdled with wine or ale and flavored with spices. In the Middle Ages, they would actually use posset as a cold and flu remedy.
Makes sense.
I wonder if it worked.
To try it.
I mean, it's just like oils and natural herbs, so.
Yeah, again, like just like you boil citruses, like lemons and oranges.
Get
and
vitamin C, yeah. And did you know that like in some countries, especially like Dutch, Swedish, Switzerland, whatever, instead of presents, they would put fruit in like your sock or oranges. Oranges was the big one. Like they would gift oranges. Why?
Because it's a winter fruit.
Is it really?
Uh-huh.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I would not.
Because I remember my grandma said that they do best in the winter. That's why because without
Florida,
fail, you get orange in your stocking is because they are a winter fruit.
And is that why they have the chocolate oranges? Probably to represent the that's cool.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
She's got a fact.
It was my grandma. I don't know. I think I heard her say that, but I remember did you ever get like an orange in your stocking?
No, but I got the chocolate oranges.
Oh, we'd always get like an
orange
actual
sticks.
Orange. No, we'd always get like an actual orange in the bottom of our stocking.
I like that.
That was a tradition my mom did.
But did you ever like eat the orange sticks as a kid? I hated those, and I'd get a ton of them in my stocking.
And they're like the gooey.
Now they're delicious.
Orange.
As a kid, they were not.
I hate orange sticks, and I hate orange chocolate oranges. Chase loves them, and his sister, oh my God, she's like, give them all to me.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I could do without, but
I'll just give a
I'll
real
eat them
orange.
now. I'll eat them now.
If I have to, I will. Like the raspberry ones.
If I have to.
Like the raspberry ones are okay.
I do like the raspberry ones. Yeah, they make new flavors now. But that's a good fact. Yeah. Sarah's got facts too. I
think
like
so.
It.
Look at that fact check me. I'm not sure. That's like 100% true. But it sounds good.
Next question. What is the Christmas tree capital of the world? Where do the most Christmas trees grow and what has been deemed? It's in the U.S. That's your hint. Christmas tree capital of the world. Think East Coast.
Oh, East Coast?
Mm-hmm.
Maine?
No. Oh. Indiana, Pennsylvania.
That's fucking random.
So that's the city in Pennsylvania, which I love. And you know what? If you go through each state in the U.S., you'll find that, like, we were not creative at all when it came to naming towns. It was like, well, what's the other guy got? Great, we'll make one too, you know? So Indiana, Pennsylvania, Christmas tree capital of the world. Pennsylvania. Paris, Idaho. Yeah. There's a Rome, Texas, I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But Pennsylvania is one of the top states for Christmas tree farms. In fact, southwestern Pennsylvania's very own Indiana County. It's got a whole county, you guys. Wasn't enough to steal the name for the city or the town, but let's like fucking
county.
Stamp a county
a state,
on it.
But you're a county now too.
Oh, I like it. I wonder if they named it before Indiana was even a state. Probably.
So maybe Indiana's maybe
like it was that. Before. Maybe Indiana, the state, stole from Pennsylvania.
Fact check that.
I don't know.
Next time.
I know. Next time year, on Hard Talks.
We'll talk about the state's name. Thule. Oh, wait. It's Tooele.
Oh, yeah. So they're dubbed the Christmas tree capital of the world. Why is a nutcracker associated with Christmas, Sarah?
Because you'd get nuts.
Well, I get nuts all year long.
You would get, like, what are those things? Walnuts. And you couldn't crack them, so they'd crack them with their mouth. I don't know.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. So, no, it's because of the Nutcracker ballet.
So obvious.
Yeah, the first styled.
I was going to say that, but I want to do something cooler.
The first styled soldier nutcracker that we are all used to came around the 1600s.
Not going to lie. I don't think I've ever seen a nutcracker.
I have a lot of them.
No, I've seen what it is. Like,
the play? The ballet? You've never seen it?
I know what a goddamn nutcracker is. I've never seen the nutcracker.
That's kind of sad. I've seen it way too many times.
I know.
I could definitely share some of those memories with you.
The song, like the Sugar Plum Fairy song.
And there's been so many renditions to it.
I like the one where she's like all the violinist. Have you heard that one?
No, but I remember the Barbie Nutcracker.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Barbie.
So, I mean, you get the gist of the story still.
Yeah, look up. She's a violinist. She's a violinist.
A violinist.
And it's just straight violin, whatever, quartet. And she does amazing with the Sugar Plum Fairy dance. Anyways, go on.
Well, the Nutcracker wasn't necessarily associated with Christmas until 1816, and I can never fucking say his. He's super famous, a super famous composer. Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker Ballet came out. This then popularized the Germanic toy because the play was written around Christmas time and it was given to her as a gift. According to
doesn't she fall in love with the Nutcracker?
It's been so long. I think they do end up falling. Like that's Anyways, I don't remember. Don't ask me.
I'm gonna have to watch it now.
I'm gonna watch the end half of the ballet.
I'm gonna watch the Barbie version.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I mean, it's like coincides. I'll be more interested, and maybe Caroline will watch it.
She'd like it. You should show it to her.
Girl, that's just I left her in her car seat just to watch TV for 5 minutes, so I could get shit done.
Well, we already learned that that's her favorite place to be. Apparently,
it's her safe space. I'm not judging. She ain't got a flat head. I ain't judging for those parents that their kids have one. It's fine.
Oh my God. So according to German folklore, nutcrackers were given as keepsakes to bring luck to the family and protect the home because they resemble soldiers. They were known to represent strength and power while watching over the family. But it actually wasn't until the mid-1900s that the popularity of the Nutcracker during Christmas time made its way to the U.S. Next question. Who wrote, "Christmas doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas perhaps means a little bit more"? Think of a very famous book and movie. Who was like the most famous children's author? Probably of ever. No, not Disney.
I don't know.
Dr. Seuss.
Oh, shit.
A Grinch That Stole Christmas.
Okay. That makes sense.
When buying all the presents on their nice list each year, the average consumer spends this much.
Oh, shit. The average consumer, couple $1,000s.
Who are you buying for?
How many people you gotta buy for? This day and age?
Okay, so this is based off of 2020, but on average, $967.
That's close.
No.
$1,000.
$2,000. You said $2,000.
$1,000, 900. So close.
Not at all.
Well, nowadays kids are getting freaking like iPads and iPhones.
But who has that kind of dough? And what? No wonder the meaning of Christmas has gotten lost.
I hate it. I've always hated Christmas.
I know it's not my favorite either.
Thanksgiving.
What Christmas decorations name translate in German? Wow. What Christmas decorations name translates in German to mean dung on a twig?
There's a Christmas ornament. Would that be like the mistletoe?
It is the mistletoe! It's a fucking mistletoe!
Hell yeah!
But that makes sense. Dung on a twig. But why do we kiss under it? I don't know. I didn't get that far in research. Oh, okay. How did poinsettias get their name?
Poinsettias?
Poinsettias.
Poinsettias?
The flowers, the red flowers.
How? Because they're pointy.
The blonde, everyone.
Hey.
Minister Joel Poinsett brought them back from a trip to
the hell would I know this shit?
Where they grow
like, did you know this shit before you researched all this? No.
No, that's why I thought it would be a good game to play where you drink and I don't. Oh.
But it's been even.
Point you. Go.
Why are you drinking then?
From the last question. What was the first artificial Christmas tree made of?
Fur.
Was that
right?
No.
Oh.
In the 19th century, the first faux tree was made of goose feathers that had been painted green.
Close enough. Goose feathers, fur. It's kind of the same thing.
I'll accept it.
Well, goose feathers are like fur. They don't have furs. They got feathers.
Well, that's why I was like, I could see like mountain men like throwing pelts on a bear tree or something. I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know. I didn't live it. Or maybe I did. I just don't remember.
Maybe.
Remember. How tall was the tallest real Christmas tree ever in recorded history? That was like decorated and fuckery.
15 feet.
Way up.
Oh, 20 feet.
221 feet.
The fuck?
It was a Douglas fir decorated at the first shopping center.
Did they like cut this shit down and were like
the first ever mall? Here. Yeah, they had a Griswold Christmas moment where they went and sawed down a fucking massive ass tree
and then bring it to the house and everything catches on fire and then it like breaks all the goddamn windows.
Yeah, no, I don't know that, but yeah, it was huge.
Jeez.
Oh, okay. Around the world, in this country, a witch drops gifts off for children through the chimney on Christmas. What country?
Germany.
Italy. Speaking of Italy, what animal who is not a reindeer carries gifts to children in Italy?
A goat.
A donkey.
A donkey. That makes sense.
Dominique, the donkey to be exact. And I'm thinking it is based off of the donkey that carried Mother Mary to Jerusalem.
Oh.
Yeah, so he delivers presents to the wee children in Italy. When were gingerbread houses invented?
When?
Yeah.
19?
No.
18?
No.
17?
No.
2000s.
You were so close. 1600s. 16th century Germany.
Germany.
Which fairy tale was the gingerbread house based off of? We're going to cover one of these nursery rhymes.
Hansel and Gretel.
Yes.
I knew that before you even said the nursery rhymes. Because she lives in a she lives in a gingerbread house and they eat it.
Yeah, and then she gets angry and she tries to eat them. Yeah.
Well, she was just trying. No, she was that's what she does. She lures children in with her candy house, and then they figured it out because they're like, then we're getting fat.
That's how she fattens them up. Yeah, she's gonna cook you.
And then they like pushed her into the fire instead.
Yeah. Evil bitch. This country celebrates the holidays officially from December 16th to January 9th, but many put decorations up in September and leave them up through January. Which country do you think that is?
Poland.
The Philippines.
Oh. It was way off.
Way off. In this country, people celebrate Christmas by going to the beach.
Hawaii.
No. So think about it. If it's winter... When we have winter.
Oh, Australia.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't put down an answer for this one. Google it really quick.
Okay.
Chinese New Year's runs from... We're observing... I kicked the desk. We're observing that at work right now because we can't get any shipments in because they closed down for a whole month. Like all of China.
So it occurs sometime between January 21st and February 20th.
I thought they already started.
Also called the lunar New Year annual 15-day festival in China and Chinese communities around the world that begins with the new moon that occurs sometime between January 21st and February 20th, according to Western calendars.
Betwixt. Candy canes originated in this country.
Oh, I don't get you should give me
I have to pee, so I'm doing a dance.
I don't know.
Germany.
Oh, God, of course.
Where a choir master made them to give them to the children to occupy them during a long church service. Fun fact. What is the most popular Christmas Eve dinner in Japan?
Sushi.
Finger-looking good KFC, bitches.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
That's the best damn thing I could ever heard in my life.
Yes, it is. All right, here's an easy one, Sarah. How do you say Merry Christmas in Spanish?
Feliz Navidad.
Dun, 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 dun.
Feliz Navidad.
Bam, 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 bam.
I want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
We're offensive. All right, next question. It's a speed round. Good job. Good job. Feliz Navidad, everyone. In this country, it's tradition to fast all day on Christmas Eve and begin a feast when someone spots the first star in the sky, and I like that. Not the fasting, but,
Israel.
That's a good guess, but no, Poland. Drank. Kognu. I've been nice to you. Kognu. This is a name. Quagnow is a loaf of holiday bread shaped like baby Jesus. It's traditional to make in what country?
Greece.
Belgium. Which country started the tradition of putting up a Christmas tree? Just like all the rest. Was most commonly said.
Germany.
Yes, good job. Credited for starting the tradition, as we now know, in the 16th century, when devout Christians brought decorated trees into their homes. Some built Christmas pyramids of wood, like I talked about, and decorated them with evergreens and candles if wood was scarce. But see,
was that a question?
No, that was an answer. Okay. But how? So
I was really confused at first.
Some built Christmas pyramids of wood and decorated them with evergreens and candles if wood was scarce. But where would they get the wood to make this wood pyramid if wood was scarce? Yeah.
Well, trees were scarce. They're not saying wood. Because it could be the trees were not green and fluffy.
And they would just decorate them with tree branches or what? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. What countries maintain the holiday of placing their shoes out on their front porches for gifts, goodies, or fruits overnight?
That's Poland.
Yeah, that's a part of it. So the Dutch, Holland, Switzerland, yes. Poland, Sweden. But don't be surprised if you get a potato in there if you've been bad instead of cold. Potato.
I think it was like the wood shoes.
In Russia, they'd be like, yes, I got a potato.
I'm drinking vodka.
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. We're starving. Thank you. Oh, fucking A. All right, real quick, Christmas song trivia. Whether you start jamming out to Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas the
she
day
makes
after.
A lot of money on that.
A lot. Like, she never has to do another thing for the rest of her days.
Not with that song.
Whether or not you're blasting Mariah Carey the day after Thanksgiving or you just skip over all the holiday music because you're like me and you just fucking hate it.
I sure I've been like into like Christmas movies and sometimes Christmas.
I do like Christmas movies, but the Christmas music, if it's a repetition, like a fucking playlist, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'll skip over it all, but we can't skip over these on trivia night because I like them. All right, true or false? Jingle Bells was always a Christmas song.
False.
Correct. It was written in the mid-19th century for a Thanksgiving church service. This Christmas song has been recorded more than any other with more than 700 different versions copyrighted and released since 1978. What song?
Oh, Holy Night?
Good guess, but Silent Night.
Silent Night. Same. So close.
We're getting there to the end, so you better be drinking if you get these wrong. Which Christmas song has been broadcast from outer space?
Santa's Coming to Town?
Jingle Bells.
Jingle Bells.
What holiday song was written as a call for peace during the Cuban Missile Crisis?
Isn't that the song where it's like, they're like the war is over, and like they have kids singing? What song is that?
I think there are kids singing, but I don't know if that's the same song.
What song is it?
Do you hear what I hear?
Yeah, no, it's not.
Which is ironic because the Cuban Missile Crisis could have been avoided completely. It was actually a bluff made by JFK, who I don't want to taint his reputation because everybody, he long live JFK, whatever. He died horribly, tragically. Yes, awful. But he actually was kind of a shitty president, which a lot of people don't talk about. And he was horribly addicted to painkillers and like horse tranquilizers. So he really hated Fidel Castro, who was president of Cuba at the time. So he was like, I'm going to fucking blow you guys up with a bunch of missiles. And then it created this whole fucking rift with Cuba that lasted for years. Lots of problems, almost war. So that, his fault. Just saying. So do you hear what I hear? Yeah, fucked up, okay? It's kind of like the Cold War. Stupid.
Are they going to do that thing from space again? That'd be cool.
I think they do. I think they do it. Like,
I'll have to look that up.
I don't know. Yeah, look it up. Trick question. In total, how many birds are given to the recipient in the 12 days of Christmas? On the first day of Christmas,
you get like 5. No, not 5.
Partridge in a pear tree. The second day of Christmas, what do you give to me? 2 turtle doves.
2 turtle doves.
So that's 3.
Partridge in a pear tree.
What's 3?
4.
3.
Oh, 3.
4. I don't know. I don't remember the song.
Like 10?
23. 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves,
and a partridge in a pear tree.
Ding, ding. Love it. Which Christmas song holds the Guinness World Record for best-selling single? And that is huge because a fucking Christmas song took best-selling single.
Is that before Mariah Carey, or is that Mariah Carey?
That's before Mariah Carey.
Okay. Question one more time.
Which Christmas song holds the Guinness World Record for best-selling single? That's like out of a whole year, like more than any other song. And it's a Christmas song, so it's quite impressive.
Can I get a hint, please? Can I phone a friend?
He has a very low voice. That was creepy.
That's not a very good hint at all.
That was a good hint. He has this silky, smooth, sultry.
Sultry?
I don't know. Silky, sultry voice.
What is it?
I'm dreaming of a white.
Oh, Michael Bublé.
Christmas. Oh, God, Sarah. No. Well, yes.
He sings it,
Bing Crosby going back. Super low voice. And that is Christmas right there. I'm sorry. That song, especially if it snows Christmas Eve and it's a white Christmas. Yeah, you play that song, have a little eggnog, spike it with some brandy.
And not rum.
Yeah, that is some. What is the difference between brandy and rum? What the fuck is brandy? Is it like scotch? That's laughable. I don't know. I really
That's
don't.
laughable. You're a fucking alcoholic and you don't even know the difference between that shit.
No, I like my PBR, bitch, and them ultras is 2.6 carbs and 95 cal. All right, thank you. I don't know why.
Drink on a budget.
Drink on a. I don't know why.
Don't drink your calories, people.
that came out like that. It did.
That was weird. Probably because you drink PBR.
PBR. Oh, I like PBR. I like that cheap beer.
Pabst.
American beer. This was the original title of the song, Silver Bells, until the writer's wife said it reminded her of peeing. So instead of silver bells, what was the original title?
Yellow bells.
Tinkle bells.
Oh my God, that does that. I would be like,
it's Christmas time.
My bad. I hit something. I couldn't figure out what it was.
Sarah's lost her light. That's fine. This song was sung on Christmas during World War I when both armies declared a truce for one whole day.
Is that the one where they're like, I don't know.
Silent Night.
Why the hell? That freaking song is everywhere.
It has a lot of meaning, okay?
And
last thing that I felt like I needed to include because it just made me happy. How many towns in the United States of America do you think are named after Christmas or are names that embody the spirit of Christmas all year long?
50.
29 cities and towns across America.
One in each state.
Yes. And here's just a few of them because they made me happy too.
Oh my God.
North Pole, New York. Founded in
cute.
1949. And these places are seriously like Christmas towns all year round. That's how they profit off of it, right? Rudolph, cool. Wisconsin. I would think that I would hate it. I'd hate to live in Christmas town.
But just think about like the Hallmark movies.
Fuck that. There was a Hallmark movie made here in Ogden on 25th Street.
It was
last
with
year.
Brad Paisley's wife.
Brad Paisley, like the country singer.
I can't remember her name.
There's also a North Pole, Alaska.
Alaska.
Founded in 1953. Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. So they not only have an Indiana, Pennsylvania, but hey, it's holy.
I think Pennsylvania was like still in shit.
Holy ground, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Founded in 1741.
Because we all know there was a Bethlehem before Pennsylvania. You're gonna tinkle your pants.
I am. So there's also
bells. Tinkle bells.
That actually is like making it worse. Christmas Cove, Maine, founded in 1765. Noel, Missouri, founded in unknown.
But like, how fun would it be to go visit those cities?
And I think you're gonna star all these locations in rural back
but like, why not?
Country.
Like, not even around Christmas, just like outside of Christmas, and just see like if they really do like do Christmas.
They really do.
Let's go check them out. That'd be so fun.
I think okay.
Like a Christmas tour.
Last couple, Christmas, Michigan, which I also heard a true crime podcast on. Lots of murder happened there. Founded in 1938, and last but certainly not least, my favorite, Eggnog, Utah. Founded in 1979.
Where the hell's that shit at?
It is located in Garfield County between Panguitch and Monticello.
We need to do like a Utah thing about all the shit we have going on.
I have to like hold myself for a second before we do these closing arguments.
I think we're done.
We are done, but I didn't know about eggnog.
And that's cool.
I'll go there.
Let's go there.
Apparently the population is close to zilch, but it still exists. And area code 435. Interesting.
Huh.
Yes. But that is our Christmas trivia night. Did you finish your beer?
Uh-huh.
Good. All right. Well, I won.
Yeah, you did.
I won. But I kind of set you up with some hard questions. I just thought they were fun and they're interesting. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We love you so fucking much. I have to pee really bad. So Sarah's going to tell you where to find us on all the socials one more time. Sarah, take it away.
You can find us on Facebook with Hard Talks with B&H, Twitter with Hard Talks with B1, and Instagram with Hard Talks with B&H. And if you want, email us at Gmail at hardtalkswithbnh, hardtalkswithbnh@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. You guys really support us, and we love it, and we want to hear about you and see if you live from these Christmas cities, and if they really do Christmas all year round. We'd love to hear it. We love you, and you support us. And I'm gonna go home to my baby and dinner because it's been done for the past 2 hours, and I'm fucking starving. Bye. Bye. She's coming. There you go. Button your pants.
Man, it's been so long since I've used that toilet. There was no water in the bowl. But I love you guys. Stay chipper. Smile about something.
Merry Christmas.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Dude, like literally it was like drier than the Sahara Desert in that toilet bowl.
That's weird.
All right. Do you feel smarter for learning about Christmas? Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
Do you really?